Alrighty, it's time to talk about the bees. So last year was our first year as beekeepers. And there was never a dull moment. It was like a soap opera every time we went out there and opened them up. It was a really fun thing to get to do and start to learn about. And we collected honey, and it was delicious. However, it did get very, very cold this past winter. There's some pictures you've probably seen from our shipping container that can vouch for that. However, the bees all died. It was very sad. We went out one day and there was nothing, no buzzing, no sounds, no activity blowing into the containers. No one flew out to, guard the house or see what was going on. And unfortunately, we lost all of the bees. So that was very sad, and we had to make a plan for what we were going to do next. So Casey researched it and found somebody down the street in Flagstaff, and that person has successfully been beekeeping here in this climate for years. So we ended up buying three, just like the starter boxes with just the bees in it and the queen, not a lot of bees, just the starter boxes. And we decided to go conservatively this year. We only have three hives, and of those three hives, we decided not to take any of the resources. We did not take a thing other than maybe a tiny little dab on our fingertip of honey here and there. We left it all for them. And then come winter time, we wrapped their hives in insulation, and then Casey also made boxes for the top. I believe they call them quilt boxes. Basically, an extra box on top with wood chips. That way, as they're staying warm, there's condensation that's produced from the heat inside the hive and the cold outside. So the wood chips will absorb all of the condensation. That way, there's nothing frozen in there, and then they don't get frozen and die. So we are very happy that we've had a successful beekeeping year. And spoiler, once we winterized the bees again this way, they all survived into the following year. So we are successful. Oh, and we also did not split any of the hives or do anything to lessen their numbers. We let them just basically be. Haha, yes, that was supposed to be a pun. All right, so happy beekeeping. We got some really great enjoyment out of doing that this year. We also got another opportunity to do a bee removal. So the same individual that hooked us up last year to do a bee removal allowed us to borrow his equipment again this year, and we did another cool bee removal, and it was a success as well. However, with this bee removal, we did put them into their own box, and we put it a little ways down the property, but they ended up swarming, so they did not like our location. They guess they had it better where they were, but the owners of that property did not want them under the house, so hopefully they all survived after the swarm and found a better location, and were not a problem to anybody else or not a pest that somebody sprayed to kill or anything like that. So let's hope those bees were all successful in staying alive as well. All right, so that's the little recap on beekeeping for this year. Hope all those beekeepers out there are doing a great job, and we love it. We love having the little ladies fly around. They're very sweet. We never have any problems with them, and it's so cool just to watch them work and just enjoy their society and how they go about surviving. It's very, very cool. All right, take care, everybody.